Hi Memory Bound friends, this is Maggie at Memory Bound and we are ready for another Technique Tuesday, and this is one of my favorite projects because I love fall and all the new fall things are showing up at Memory Bound. The stamps I used is one of my favorite stamp sets. It's by Tim Holtz and it's called Falling Leaves, and look how realistic those leaves are. They're beautiful. I'm going to show you how I made this card. I made it a horizontal one, a vertical one, and I even made a tag. Let's take a piece of cardstock that is going to end up being cut apart. So knowing your dimensions depending on your card size is important. So the first thing I did is I chose 4 different fall colors. You can choose other ones, but I chose gathered twigs, peeled paint, mustard seed, and ripe persimmon. Start out with the yellow one and just ink it up. Tried it just by stamping directly on it, but I like a little bit more of a watercolory look, so bring out the mister. And I experimented with that too, so I did one and that didn't do a whole lot, so I missed it a couple times. Let it sit for just a few seconds and then kind of come in off your paper, press, and see how that gives it a little bit more of a watercolory look. And so I'm going to do that again. Couple missed. Just let it kind of get wet. And I'm going to come in from this direction. Like that. Let's add a green. This is peeled paint. This is a really great green for fall, or any time of year actually. And you want a little bit of overlapping. So let's put that one in there. And see, by leaving a little bit of yellow on there, it gives you a little variegation. Go to a maple leaf. And let's do another green one. See how by leaving the other ink colors on there, and it gets real watercolor. Try a little ripe persimmon. And sometimes I don't even do the whole leaf. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then let's try another leaf, and we'll try a little of the gathered twigs. I'm always amazed every time I do it because it's so pretty. Let's add a little bit right here. And sometimes you just want to use a little tip like that to fill in a spot. And that's about all you need. What I'm going to make is a 5x7, and I'm just using a craft card base. I cut an orange mat that's just a little bit smaller, about 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card base, and then I cut, this is actually one of our new fall papers, so I cut that just a little smaller than the mat. I cut these strips out of the same color as my mat, and these are 1 1/4 inch wide, so that means that this is going to be cut 1 inch wide. I'm going to ink them just a little bit. I'm going to adhere them to the mats. Okay. So now I have the 3 pieces, and again, if you get them mixed up, it's not the end of the world, but I found that I really like them when they kind of match. Do this with pop dots or just regular adhesive, and you're going to adhere that to the front of your card. It works better if you do the 2 ends first. You can put these as close as you want or as far apart. Found fall blessings on it. There's a lot of good stuff on this stamp set, especially if you like pickups, because it has a lot to do with delivering things. I just matted my sentiment on the same color cardstock that I was using, and I just strung it on the ribbon like this under the front like that. So you're going to have your tails like this. Glue that down like that. So now your ribbon is underneath that front. Tie a quick bow. This reminds me almost of a stained glass window is what I think of. And stop in and see our new fall lines because you'll have fun with those papers on your cards. So I hope you enjoy making these, and happy fall.